Tesla launching a totally free model sounds absolutely insane. A $0 Model 3 or Model Y would be really great, but last I checked, Tesla was still taking money to buy an all-new Tesla, so what's with the title of this video? Well, Tesla is looking to sort of totally change their playbook for 2026. They're going to change their vehicle lineup, they're going to change the way they do discounts and incentives, and according to Elon's crazy plan, sort of from Elon himself, a lot of that will include giving away some incentives and freebies that kind of make owning and driving a Tesla free and actually a thing as soon as a couple of weeks from now. Let me break down Elon's crazy plan for 2026, why Tesla is saying and how they're saying this is going to be a thing, and how you can get a Tesla, I guess, kind of for free, and also kind of show you an easy way you can customize your Tesla thanks to the help of my friends over at Tesla Emblems. They've got some really easy, fun, and affordable ways to customize your Tesla, either the emblem or the center console or the charge wrap, so much more, so many cool designs, really some easy ways to make your Tesla your own. You can check it out in my coupon code at the link below. Okay, before you guys start roasting me in the comments and getting mad and crying foul and boy who cries wolf, I've read it all, trust me, you got to give me a moment to explain what Tesla's talking about here because, typically there's the saying that if something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. But also Tesla's trying to defy that logic and really deliver on some pretty exceptional promises. For example, for years and years, we had heard this idea about full self-driving, and it always was too good to be true. Your Tesla really could never full self-drive itself. But with the latest and greatest advancements of full self-driving 14, and Tesla now finally rolling out their Robo taxi network and soon to be, according to code, unsupervised full self-driving, now it seems like true, real full self-driving is actually a thing that's going to happen. Took Tesla a little extra time than they thought, but they are delivering on that promise. And now Tesla's sort of new claim is getting a free vehicle or even being able to get paid for driving and owning a Tesla. Sounds crazy, but that's what Tesla is looking to make reality. And to give Tesla some credit, in some ways, they're already trying to do this, not really by taking money off the actual down payment or price of the vehicle, but they're trying to kind of reimburse you or credit you for a lot of your typical ongoing monthly expenses. For example, with insurance, everybody needs it. Tesla has their own Tesla insurance in many states across the United States. And what Tesla is doing is offering pretty competitive rates in and of themselves, but also if you have a good sort of driving safety score, and obviously the better the score, the better the rate, you'll actually get a discount. And in fact, what Tesla's now doing is the more miles you drive on full self-driving, the lower and lower your rate will be, where some people are actually talking about getting significant discounts just by doing all of their driving on FSD, something a lot of people are already doing anyways, which is significantly reducing the cost of their sort of regular insurance payment. And I think that's what Tesla's trying to do is, on one hand, they're trying to bundle in a lot of these regular services, insurance, maintenance, warranties, subscriptions, and things like that under their own umbrella, and then find ways to reward owners or incentivize them or discount them to sort of take away from some of those other auxiliary costs that just sort of come with owning a Tesla or really any vehicle on the road. And we're hearing that Tesla is looking to expand this. So we've already actually seen code that suggests that Tesla is working on a new owner's sort of reward system that lives within the app and within the car that would actually reward you for doing certain things. We don't know what those things are quite yet, and we don't know what those rewards would be, but if we kind of look at Tesla's own playbook, it's pretty clear on how they could really use this to our advantage, and also their advantage too. Let's not talk about this being a one-sided thing. This could really be a win-win for everybody involved. Okay, so how does this all sort of equate to a free Tesla? Again, let's go back to the central idea. How can you get a Tesla for free in 2026? And I think the way they're going to do this is like in 3 or 4 big ways. So the first obviously has to do with full self-driving. Obviously, this is sort of the future of the company. Elon and Tesla are betting basically the future of Tesla on full self-driving and on autonomy, and the miles of full self-driving are very valuable to Tesla. And I think what Tesla is quickly starting to realize is that FSD is obviously good in very well-mapped places, or where full self-driving is doing a lot of the driving on its own, but in some more remote places or new countries or rural areas, it's not as good because they just don't have enough data. What definitely seems like is going to be the case in 2026, and what I think is going to be personally a big part of this new owner's sort of rewards program, is not just driving a certain amount of miles on full self-driving so Tesla can collect that data, but I think where you live and where you drive might actually be pretty valuable. So for example, if you're not in a super populated area, if you don't live in a big city or a metropolitan area, you could actually be more valuable to Tesla as your driving, and specifically your full self-driving driving, can give them valuable data they need. Right now, Tesla's spending a lot of money on sending out these like cars, trying to map out different areas. We see this happening anywhere they're launching their robotaxi fleet. It would be way more cost effective and honestly way better for them and us if Tesla could sort of pay owners to do this work for them. And again, I think this rewards program, if you do this and follow what Tesla says, could reward you in some pretty good ways. You could obviously get merch and free full self-driving and subscriptions and stuff like that, but also Tesla will give you like Tesla Cash, which in the Tesla world can be used basically as good as cash. You can use it as a down payment for a vehicle, you can buy stuff with it, and I'm sure what'll happen with this launch in 2026 is them sort of tie this to financing so you can pay your lease payment or your finance payment with your Tesla Cash, which is why having all this stuff in the Tesla ecosystem is so important. That money that Tesla gives you becomes basically as good as cash. Okay, so that makes sense, but driving some FSD miles can't be worth that much money. And I agree with you, that's probably true, which is why points number 2 and 3 are the big ones. They're way more risky, but also do have much more upside. What Elon has said from the beginning about their new robotaxi fleet is that he wants to make this not a Tesla-owned thing, but a combination of Tesla and their owners. Think of it like Uber and Airbnb, where you are putting your own car on the platform and you're getting a cut of the revenue that car makes. And the idea, in theory, sounds really great. It's that when you're not driving your car, so when you're at home for the evening, all the hours you spend at work, when you're just not needing your car, you could just tap a button in your app, make it available to the robotaxi fleet, and then your car is available to go shuttle people around, pick them up, drop them off, so on and so forth. Now, as much as I love Tesla, and you guys know I love Tesla, I think we can all agree that the cars are expensive. Like, they are a lot of money these days, especially with the lack of discounts. But what if you could get a Tesla, a really nice Tesla, for a fraction of the price? And also a fraction of the size. If you guys have seen some of these in the backgrounds of my video, I get a lot of questions on these. These are some really awesome, high-quality Tesla models made from the folks over at Mini REVs, and I have been using them, loving them in my studio for over a year now, and my daughter absolutely loves them as well, because they're kind of the perfect gift or accessory for any and every Tesla owner out there. For starters, I love Tesla, but I think their first-party accessories are very expensive for what you get. For example, their little miniature models are hundreds of dollars, and these I kind of like better and are a fraction of the price. Also, the detail is very well done. You've got like the yoke inside of the Model S Plaid, and you've got the really cool sort of SpaceX-inspired interior here on the upcoming Roadster. And then also, like, this is sort of Tesla's new thing. They've got like this wooden accessory of a Tesla Semi and Cybertruck. How about you give yourself a nice little upgrade going from this to this? The folks over at Mini REVs have the entire Tesla lineup. They even got like the Cyber Quad in there. And again, I think the build quality, the attention to detail, the accessories you get, and even the fact that they light up are super cool. I have loved the various models around my studio. And also, I think right now, especially with the holidays coming up, if you're looking for a good gift for really any Tesla owner of any age, kids love this, adults love these, and everybody's going to be happy. happy, this is your place to go. I've got a special coupon code, Robber10 is going to save you 10% off your order. And again, they've got the entire lineup. They're very well priced. I'll save you even more money with my coupon. And again, compared to what Tesla is charging, you are saving a ton of money. And in my opinion, getting some other custom choices you can't find from Tesla that I think are really cool. I really still wish a full-sized Cyber Quad ATV would exist. If you guys want to learn more and check out the entire Mini REVs lineup, I've got a link down below. And again, use my coupon code Robber10 to get 10% off your miniature Tesla. You could make some serious passive income just by lending your car into the fleet and then getting a cut of the revenue that car makes, splitting some with Tesla and keeping a good chunk of it for yourself. And obviously, there are many variables to this: charging, security, wear and tear, cleaning the car, insurance, so on and so forth. But again, if Tesla can control more of that ecosystem, that's where this makes more sense. That's why they're investing in wireless charging, so your car could charge itself and not have to involve you. It's why they want to do insurance, because if they are your insurance underwriter, then they're not going to penalize you for putting your car in the robotaxi fleet. In fact, maybe they would give you better insurance, or they would reward you for what you're doing. The cleaning thing is still a problem, and the whole human element, like vandalism and messing up the car, that's obviously a problem as well. But in theory, the technology is there. It exists right now that could make this happen in one form or another. And again, there's a lot of variables here, but the upside is tremendous and could just earn you enough money to not just sort of get you a free car, but like maybe even earn you more money and above and beyond pay for your Tesla every single month. That's what Tesla is sort of selling as the dream right now. Okay, but what if you don't want to do that? What if you don't want to lend your vehicle to whatever could be happening at the robotaxi fleet? Or what if you don't want to be driving FSD? Is there a way just to get paid for owning a Tesla? That sounds crazy. But again, Tesla's all about making crazy things possible, and this, just as of a couple of weeks ago, is another thing Elon wants to do. And to sort of make a long story short, Elon's idea here, which is possible, is to pay Tesla owners to use the computer inside of their car when they're not using it. So again, full self-driving, Grok, all this AI stuff we hear about every single day, that all requires a ton of computer power to make happen. And servers and computers, those are all expensive. So what Tesla's idea is that they could rent your car computer to do some of that processing when you're not using the car. So again, the idea here being when you're not in the car, you could flip a switch, or maybe automatically, like the car is asleep for an X amount of time and the car becomes available. And then Tesla's going to use the computer power in your car. Now, really the only downside to you is that you, in theory, couldn't drive when the car is doing this because they'd need all the power. And also, it'd obviously be sort of sucking away the battery of the vehicle. But if Tesla could make this worthwhile and obviously give you a portion of revenue or somehow pay you for doing this, it might actually not be all that bad of a deal. And again, just a couple of weeks ago, Elon said this is what he wants to do as soon as next year. They want to pay owners to lease their computer space in the car and utilize sort of a fleet computer when available. So again, as crazy as it sounds, getting paid for owning a Tesla and kind of doing absolutely nothing isn't actually all that crazy. So really, I think that if you combine Tesla owning more of the sort of car ownership stuff under their umbrella, insurance, accessories, warranties, subscriptions for data, things like that, under the Tesla umbrella, and if they can find a way to compensate you for owning and allow you to use that compensated cash for those things, that would be a win-win for everybody. Plus, if you could pair both of those things with just lower priced Teslas, like maybe some crazy lease deal, or if Tesla does sell the Cybercab or lease the Cybercab out for like $100 a month, or they sell it for a very affordable price, this is where all the sort of dots can connect, and all of this could make sense. Because if you put, $1,000 down on a vehicle, and like I showed before, you have that Tesla for $300 a month, so you're on the hook for $300 a month. But if you enroll in the robotaxi fleet, do all your FSD driving, and maybe you use the compute power, and that all sort of can add up to $300 a month, then you're effectively getting yourself a free car. And if you could sort of go over that, over and above, you are making money for owning a Tesla. Tesla. Again, I know that sounds crazy. I know it sounds ridiculous. I know it sounds fake, but this is what Tesla wants to do. This is what they want to do for owners. This is what they want to do to incentivize people to buy Teslas. And this is what Elon wants to do in 2026. And all signs right now point to this actually being a thing. Of course, I've got a lot of thanks to give to a lot of my partners who make these videos possible. My friends at Drive Protected make the best DIY PPF you can get on the market. They've got options for every single Tesla. You can go the clear route. You can go the matte finish route. They've got ceramic coating options. They've got cleaning products as well. And best of all is you can save so much money by doing this yourself. Don't go to the shop down the street. Don't go with some no-name company. Go with Drive Protected, your number one source. Super high quality materials, and they will walk you through the process step by step, and you will save thousands of dollars by doing this yourself. And I promise you, if I can do it, you can do it. My code Rosenfeld will get you 10% off, so be sure to check out Drive Protected, linked down below. Also, speaking of protecting our cars, I think we all love a good pair of floor mats. That's where my friends at 3W Liners come in. They have got an amazing set of floor liners for basically every single Tesla and every single car on the road. They've got an amazing attention to detail here with their design. They are custom fit to fit perfectly inside of your Tesla. They give you amazing coverage built with really high quality durable material that's going to keep your car safe, also super easy to clean. These are the best value, and I can save you guys even more money. I think I've got a 35% discount code you can use by using my special code down below. So not only are they great as their price currently, but I could save you even more money with my special code. So check that out down below as well. I also want to give a special thanks to my friends over at Last Fit, makers of the best portable tire inflators, here to totally, in a lot of cases, save your Tesla experience. If you're going on road trips coming up for the holidays, or if the weather is just changing in the cold direction, you're going to want to make sure you've got a portable tire inflator so you can get those tires all inflated up and good to go. Last Fit makes my favorite. They've got the TK1 and the CR1 Pro that are here to make all this super simple, super easy. You press a button, you set the PSI, and this system takes care of the rest. It's got impeccable battery life. You've got lots of different options in terms of, inflating different things. You've got built-in lights and just some really sleek and portable designs. If you want to learn more, you can check them out at the link down below. And the Black Friday sales and savings are live right now. So you can actually save 25% by using my special coupon code I'm going to throw on screen and down below. So I'm telling you, this is one of those things you want to have in your Tesla, and especially if you're going on any road trips over the next couple of months, you want to have this because you're going to want to make sure you have it, and worst case, you don't need it in that situation, then need it and not have it. Last Fit makes my favorite. They're great, value-packed. Check them out and save for a limited time some extra savings at the link down below. Of course, a good-looking, well-protected Tesla is great, but if someone was to vandalize your car, I don't think you'd be too happy. That's why I love my friends over at Sentry Pro. You can try it totally for free on iOS or Android, and it is an app that gives you instant alerts the moment Sentry Mode is activated. You can even now have your car flash its lights or honk the horn to deter anyone when Sentry Mode is activated. No having to wait for the alarm. Sentry Pro is proactive and jumps on there and does this for you. Love the peace of mind, love the real-time alerts, works with every single Tesla in the lineup. And of course, as well, it's using the secure stuff to connect to Tesla. And one subscription is going to cover all the Teslas on your account. So if you've got a fleet of them, you will be protected with Sentry Pro. All right, guys, so you're going to have to let me know down below your thoughts on all this. What do you think about this crazy Tesla plan? Does it make sense? Does it not make sense? Would you be in for some of these concessions if it meant enrolling your car in the plan and the fleet and all that? Would you not be? Please drop a comment down below. Let me know. Appreciate you guys as always for watching. Thank you so much. I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see ya in the next one.